What is going on, guys? Sir Lewis here, the YouTuber that helps you invest to rest. And in today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about my opinion, what's been going on in the stock market right now, whether it's a correction, a potential crash, and we're going to cover that. And I'm also going to talk to you guys about how to grow your small account, especially during these times, right? When the stock market is going down a lot and recovering a lot. Nobody knows what can happen. It might be a crash in the future, or it might just be a correction and be recovering. So I'm gonna give you guys here my opinion. Now, of course, these are my opinions, my tips. I'm not a financial advisor. This is only for entertainment purposes only. Of course, you want to do your own research and learn for yourself. So let's get to it. So let's look at the SPY. So the SPY today was really interesting. It went, it did like a V-shaped recovery, as you guys can see. It went down all the way to 372, as you guys can see right here, right, all the way down to 372, and then it started coming back up all the way to 383, okay, which is crazy, right, from 372 to 383 in just one day. So you guys can see how high the volatility is at the moment. But I did this line right here, this trend line, to show you guys the last bottom that it had, right? 372 was today, and the lowest bottom that it had recently was 368, which was in January 29th, as you guys can see right here. By the way, I'm using webull. If you guys want to use webull, you guys can sign up with my link below. You get to like 2 free stocks. It's my favorite website and app to buy stocks and learn, looking at the charts and all that, so check it out. But so as you guys can see, back in January 29th, okay, it hit 368. So if it comes back down and it starts to test that 368 and it goes below that, then we could potentially see a crash, right? Because usually corrections don't go lower than 10% or 12%. So if it keeps going down and it passes that bottom right there since January 29th, then we could potentially see a crash, right? Because we know from past that corrections usually don't go that far. They usually don't go more than 10% or 12%. And so yeah, it can definitely go a lot further down after it passes that. When was the last bottom after that date? Let's check right here. It was 364, which was in January 4th. So it was in the same month. It was at 364, and then 368 here on the 29th, and then 362 here on December 21st. So you guys can see those are the two bottoms here that it's been so far. So far it looks like a correction, right? Especially today, it recovered, a V-shaped recovery. But on Monday we're gonna learn a lot and see where it takes off. If we look here at the RSI, at the moment that I hit 372, you guys can see right there, the RSI was like at 30, I believe, 34, like 34, and then it just went all the way up, and right now it's at the top. Okay, last time it was at the top, it was at 390. So what could potentially happen is it could probably go down, stabilize around here, and then it can either go up or go down, right? Nobody knows. But just remember that. Just remember that number, 368. If it starts to break that number, then we could potentially see a crash here, or just a bigger correction, whatever you want to call it. But that's just my opinion, looking on the SPY. And of course, it can just keep going up and breaks 384, 386, and just keep going up, and that could be your correction right there. But that's my opinion. Now, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm gonna give you guys some tips on what to do, what I would do personally to grow a small account during these times. Let's just look here, for example, a stock like NIO. NIO is an EV stock, a EV company in China, based in China. And so in my opinion, if you believe that this is a correction, that it's just gonna go up from here, then I would suggest buying calls, right? Either calls or actually buying the stock if you're interested in owning that stock of NIO, or other stocks out there that are growth stocks and took a pretty huge hit and are at a discount right now, right? These are stocks that you believe in that will go back to what it was usually at, which NIO was usually at. it was at 63, you know, a couple days ago actually. Okay, 64. And then, you know, this just brought it down a lot, all the way to 31. That's half of its price right there. So if you believe in NEO, you believe EV is the future, then you might want to either buy some stocks. Okay, this is for people out there with small accounts. On these growth stocks, these stocks that took a beating but you believe in, or you could just buy calls, which is way more riskier. It's basically buying a contract of 100 shares, and if it goes up, then you get a lot of money, and if it goes down, then you probably lose a lot of money, but that's the risk that comes with it. Now if you buy calls, I personally bought calls. Okay, I bought a call for NEO. If you buy calls, I recommend buying it 1 month ahead. Okay, even if it's a little bit more. The reason why is because it just gives you more time for it to recover. Okay, now if you buy one for like next week or something, then nobody knows what can happen next week. It could go even lower, or it could just stabilize and stay at the same price, right? Depending on what strike price you got it. So I would definitely suggest, if you think, of course, if it's a correction, then to buy calls, but buy it like a month out, around a month out. Now if you think it can probably go lower, okay, or it might be a crash, then obviously you want to save your money and you want to see what happens on Monday. Based on what happens on Monday, you want to take your decision from there throughout the week and see what you want to do. Now if it keeps going down like crazy, obviously you don't want to buy in. A lot of people would say, you know, average down, all that stuff, but people with small accounts, you know, I recommend just to wait a little bit. But if Monday, if it keeps shooting up, okay, you just want to see what happens during the pre-market, and during the opening, the first hour of the opening. You want to see what happens, and then you want to take your decision. Now obviously, to grow small accounts, options is a great way, but it's also very risky, so you want to be very conservative with what you use in options. You don't want to put all your money in options, right? Because you can lose it. But in my opinion right now, options a month out, okay, especially on stocks like NEO and a bunch of EV stocks out there that took a huge hit. Okay, if you buy a call a month out, it's a pretty good, okay, you can make a pretty good amount if it comes back to its regular levels, if you believe it'll come back in the next month or so. So that's my opinion on growing a small account right now. Obviously, if you're more aggressive, if you want to take that risk, then do that. If not, just wait it out, see what happens, and then maybe NEO right now is at 38. Okay, so if it comes back and it starts hitting like 42, 43, you know, everybody's saying the correction already happened, you know, we're back to, you know, growing back up, then you might say, okay, I'm more confident now, I'll buy a call, you know, a month out. And then if you're right, then it'll probably come back and grow back up to 60, and you can make money on that call. Now if it just keeps going down, the downtrend, then you might want to wait a little bit and not buy the call yet. But do these on stocks that you believe will go up and has potential to go back up to where it was before. NEO is a great stock for options because it just came down like crazy. Look at this, 62 all the way to 31. So if you bought a call option at 31 right now, you're probably really happy, right? So just keep an eye out for that. So yeah, that's my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you guys here some tips on what's going on, what I personally would do to grow a small account, because I have a small account and I want to help you guys out. But don't just copy me 100%. Obviously, do your own research. Look at the charts. You know, do your research in the companies, and then from there you make your own decisions. So I hope to help you guys out. Leave a like, comment below, join my free Discord. Okay, there's not that many people in it. I don't think there's anybody in it actually, but so you can be the first one. But it's free Discord just to chat and talk about stocks. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.